Hello everyone. So today I'm going to read our friends' confessions. They are very, very interesting. And these are English confessions, so I have no choice but to read it in English, okay? But first of all, I would like to apologize for two things. The first one is the quality of the video because right now it's cloudy, it's about to rain, so there are no natural lights like usual. And I do not like using light at all, like the lighting, because it really is very uncomfortable for my eyes. Like I couldn't bear with it. Like I would rather have a low quality video rather than having my eyes sitting in front of the light for hours. Like it can be very exhausting and straining for my eyes. And second of all, my neighbors are singing right now. It's Saturday. So I'm really sorry with all of this problem. Usually I do not record at all if it's about to rain and the neighbors are singing, but like right now I'm really stressed. It's been this past 2 weeks have been very challenging for me, like very difficult. I've been taking exams and interviews like one, two, three, four, like 5 times already. Yeah, 5 times, 5 to 6 times in the past 2 weeks. That is crazy, like a crazy amount of preparations and commitment and focusing on many things at the same time. Like right now I'm really stressed now that everything's over, and then you finally like let go of all this stress. Now I kind of feel very like all at once. It's very complicated for me, so I have to do something to cope. I have to do this, okay? So I really apologize for the bad quality of the video, but I hope you understand. And sorry for the long intro. I just want to share something about me, yeah, before going straight into the story. So because reading our friends' confessions are quick and easy for me, like I can adjust to it very quickly, so I'm going to do it right now just to get my minds off things. Today I'm going to read as many as I can, like until I give up or I start feeling hungry. So there are a lot of stories right now. There are around like 6, 7, up to 10 stories, but let's see how far I can go. So this is the first story. Hey, I'm 23, Mel, and I'm the third child in my family. I need advice or some kind of answer about what my situation is. Am I insane, psycho, or do I have some kind of disorder? It's hard to explain, but I'll try my best. As if I'm aware I have a disorder. Is it I really have a disorder? I'm the kind of guy living and working a boring life of my own. My personality is quite boring, calm, overthinking, like being left alone, avoids conflict, and sometimes like palung tumbaung, extra. Like, I'm not sure what that means. But deep down in calmness, I always hide this kind of thought from everyone. Never told anyone, not even close friends. The kind of thoughts I'm talking about are kind of dark, gruesome thoughts. Any worst case scenario you'd see in a scary film, but not like the ghost ones. For easier explanation, I can give examples. If I see a random person on the street, I could imagine every worst scenario that could possibly happen to them. Same thing with objects, animals, etc. And sometimes it involves me to do those kind of nasty things. This kind of thought sometimes not just happen to any random, but sometimes people I know, my friends, my neighbors, even my family. Sometimes I think about self-harm too, but not like I'm gonna do it. It's just intrusive thoughts. I imagine it, but I know I'm not gonna act on it. It's not like I'm thinking about suicide or anything. It's purely just my inner voice, my thoughts. I remember one time when I was riding past a truck, I thought, what if I jumped in front of it? Or what if that person I saw randomly on the street ran into it? What would happen? Am I insane at this point? And this kind of thought didn't just happen or come from trauma, it grew up with me. I'm so tired of these thoughts. It's 24/7, like my brain and imagination never rest for even a bit. And if you're reading this and advise me to go to therapy, No, I'm not going to do it. You know, I'm gonna recommend you to go to therapy, but okay. I don't believe in therapy. Worst case scenario, the therapist could go insane after talking to me and need therapy themselves. If you happen to read this, thank you for taking your time, and I want to get this off my chest. Good luck. Okay, thank you for the story. Obviously, I'm gonna ask you to go to therapy. Like, that's the best I could do, okay? Because they are experts in this area. Maybe a therapy, and if you have some underlying issues, they're gonna refer you to psychiatry. You know, it's just how it goes. Because this is a mental health thing, that's why I'm going to recommend you to go to therapy to discuss this. And let me tell you, whatever, if they go crazy or not, it's up to them, because this is a part of their job. You pay them to listen to you and listen to your story and figure it out together. That's how it goes. So I think it's worth a shot if you give them a try. Okay, I do not want to assume on anyone's situation, because you need medical diagnosis from experts, okay? But from what I think, you might have OCD, you know, obsessive compulsive disorder. I'm not normalizing OCD, okay? People normalize OCD so much. They think that, oh, just this one thing is so out of place. I have the urge to put it back in place. Oh, this one doesn't have the right color like the rest. It really bugs me. That's not even close to OCD. You might have OCD because you have intrusive thoughts and it happens 24/7. Like, it's repetitive, okay? It's compulsive, it's repetitive, and even going to self-harm, intrusive thoughts again and again and again, like repeatedly, and you kind of feel like you gonna harm someone or harm yourself, not acting on it, but you think about it 24/7. That's not normal. Once in a while you just think because it happens in front of you, but it's not a habit. It's not a habitual thing. Normal people don't think about it constantly. But for you, if you do, then I would suggest you to go to therapy and find some solution to it. So yeah, that's all my thoughts. I hope you can figure out about the problem that you have. But if you feel like you have it under control, then good for you. It's okay. You can try to talk to yourself and see if you can manage the symptoms. But if it's getting out of hand and you need help, yeah, do as I have suggested. Okay, so right now I'm going to read the second story. Hi Bong, I hope this confession finds you well. I discovered you on TikTok with that gaslighting story of a fifth grader, and since that, I found that I actually liked listening to you and your opinion. By the way, this goes my problem. I've always wanted to be a good friend inside and out, and so far I have been. But one thing about me that I find it hard to change, and I also hate that part of me so much, is that I have invisible jealousy for my friend's success. It doesn't happen all the time, but when it happens, I feel so wrong to them even though I never hurt them with that jealousy. I love having the idea of seeing my friend succeed and become better, but once I sense that they have become better or achieve greater achievement than me, I start to feel upset about myself and constantly comparing, while also trying to stop myself from feeling all those negativity towards my friend's success. But I never harm anyone. I think this is more of an internal problem. Because once it happens, I can't sleep well and always constantly overthinking of why there are people than me and why can't I achieve more? Why am I stuck and useless? When it happens, I also try to find retour to calm myself, but mostly it does not resonate with my situation. So do you have any new mindset or advice you want to introduce to me so I can escape from feeling in long run? Thank you for creating this project up, and also thank you for your future response, Bong. Okay, thank you so much for the story. I think a lot of us, like almost everyone, can relate to you. Even I related to you. Everyone is jealous of somebody or somebody's success. It's normal. People, this is a society that we live in. We constantly compare ourselves to other, but like in a healthy way. It's a very normal human feeling. And one thing is, I want you to take this as a sign that you want to be better. So the fact that you feel jealous about your friends, you jealous about their success, you kind of feel like why you don't achieve anything, like this is all inferiority complex. And I want you to take it as a good thing. And you feel like, oh, this is a sign that I want myself to be better than who I am today. And I also don't want you to take it as a pressure. Just take it as a way to remind yourself that, oh, I also want myself to be better. So you're gonna work yourself up to it. That's it. Okay, don't overthinking, don't think too much about it, don't give it too much thought. Just think about it on that surface level, and then we solve it. We work towards the goal that we set for ourselves. So I hope you don't feel bad about yourself. This is actually very normal. It's a normal feeling, okay? Don't feel bad and just focus on yourself. What they succeed now and what you succeed now doesn't mean that it's going to last forever like that, because the future holds a lot of things that we don't know. No one knows what the future holds, so just be consistent with what you work, focus on your study, just be consistent, and eventually you will achieve what you have, what your mind is set on, okay? So good luck to you. Okay, so right now I'm going to read the third story. Hi Bong, I'm a 14-year-old who is struggling with my mental health. I always get blamed for doing something like everything. I didn't live with my parents. They live at the province and I live at the capital, so I always felt lonely. I live with my cousins and my brother. We rarely talk to each other. Right now, I'm struggling with my study and my family issues. I really want to open up to someone, but I always get judged, so I choose to stay silent. I always get blamed for doing something, even though I did my best. About my study, I always failed again and again, and it's really pissed me off, and I'm really disappointed at myself. I'm really scared of people and I'm scared to communicate. I got stabbed by who I trusted. I always over at night and I really need advice, but I'm scared to ask someone. I always get body shamed by everyone around me, and my parents always have problems with each other. They told me not to worry about them, but how can I not? I really feel pressured. Everyone look at me with those eyes. I can't sleep at night and everybody always left me alone, like they look down at me. They really judge me. This is my issue and many more that I cannot tell. I hope to get some advice and thank you for spending your time to read my story. Thanks. I feel really bad when I read stuff like this, and they said that they're only 14 years old. Like almost 10 years younger than me, and you're already going through all these emotions. Girl, these are the stuff that some adults, like people my age, not me, but like people my age, are worried about this stuff as well. It's very, very heavy and mentally and emotionally draining. So for you to have all these feelings that adults, like someone 10 years older than you, are going through the same feeling as well. But I'm really sorry that I do not have any good advice for you, because I know that all of these problems are like happening to you and I have nothing that I can help to solve this problem. But what I want you to know is that what people think about you is not who you are. The only thing that matters is how you think about yourself. You feel very disappointed at yourself. It's because you are looking for validation from the people around you. That's why you feel disappointed. It's not because of you feeling disappointed on your own, but from the eyes of other people. So I want you to take a little break from what the other people think. Of course, people on the sideline, they will judge you. Like, everyone judge everybody, so the people around you will keep judging you. Trust me, no matter how much successful you are, they will still have a way to judge you. There will always be someone who will judge you no matter how far you go. So I hope you don't think too much about what people think about you. Just keep focusing on yourself and about your study. Don't worry about it. Just keep going to school, sit and learn. The number doesn't matter, okay? And I know the education system in Cambodia is crazy, like the whole cram school and stuff, but don't worry, okay? Just keep studying, focus on your study, and to live far from home, like I cannot imagine doing that. And for you to do that at 14 years old, you're very, very brave, okay? Give yourself a pat in the back. That I could never do it. I will run back home for in a week. Okay, so this is our fourth story. It's gonna be a wild one, like I skimmed through it. Dear admin, basically I've been your fan for a long time, even before your YouTube growth. Thank you. And today, I hope you can take a moment to read my story because right now I really don't know what to do with myself. This all began with someone who works at the same company as me. We never really knew each other or talked before since I didn't know him well. Suddenly, one day, he messaged me to get to know each other as friends. I sensed his intentions were more than just friendship. But I didn't care much because I'm also a gay person and I thought maybe it could just be a new friendship in the workplace. But things did not stop there. The conversation started to go further, and he began asking me to go on a date shortly after we started talking personally. Within a week, our chats turned into dirty talk as he already knew I was gay. He's Pakistani, and I didn't know at that time that he was already married to a Cambodian woman. Did I care? Honestly, not really. Girl, you should care. You should have cared because I didn't have any real feelings. It doesn't matter if it's real or not. He's still cheating with you on his wife and just wanted to be friends. But then he came out and said he was attracted to me and asked if we could be more than friends or even friends with benefits despite him having a wife. He said that because I'm not a woman, it wouldn't be a big deal. Who said that? If you're not a woman, that it doesn't count as cheating? A cheater, that's what a cheater would say. Very manipulative shit. I went along with it because I had no friends in Kampot and was feeling lonely working here alone. Soon after, we started developing deeper feelings for each other, but I still had concerns about his marital status. I didn't want to be someone who ruins a family or gets involved in something wrong. We had many arguments about this unclear friend zone situation, which I didn't want in the first place. This is not a friend zone situation. This is a cheating, how do we call it? Affair, okay? Affair situation. But he kept reaching out, chatting with me all the time and making me feel loved. That's what a cheater would do. I ended up doing things with him multiple times, even though I knew it was wrong. I told him I felt guilty, but he would say things like, "Why are you overthinking? It's just fun." Last week, I decided to end everything. I told him I didn't want to have any more feelings or involvement with him. Good for you, girl. Far away. I know I shouldn't think about a future with him or see him as a real partner, but I was just tired of being alone and I fell into this situation. Now I'm at a confusing point. I try to leave him, but I still feel hurt because truly he was good to me in some ways. Still, I can't ignore the red flags. I know he can't offer me anything meaningful and I pity him, but I also want to step out of this situation. Even though I've received advice from friends, I've been lying to all of them about the situation. I feel frustrated and emotionally drained. It really hurts when I think about it because all I want is a better way to leave him peacefully. Unfortunately, he still doesn't leave me alone. He wants me to remain in his life as a third person, and that's something I cannot continue doing. You should have left him when you know he was cheating on his wife with you, like you are the affair partner. and it's already bad as it is, and he's very manipulative. Okay, for a cheater, obviously they have to be manipulative, they have to be very loving, they treat you, even though it's over between you and him, he's going to find someone else. Like, it's a cheater. What do you expect? So this is the final story. The other ones, I think it needs a separate video because it's more in depth. So I'm going to close this video by this story. I have my own story to share with you. It might be about a situationship or something I'm not entirely sure about. I'll start with myself first. I am the kind of person who is introverted, which makes it awkward for me to talk or connect with someone first. Currently, I work at a company in Phnom Penh that is involved in medicine manufacturing. I've been working there for 2 years. Around March 2024, I first met him, whom I could call my situationship partner. He was doing a 3-month training as part of his probation at the same company but in a different department. I always saw him, but we never talked or even smiled at each other. Until April 12, 2024, when our workplace celebrated the Khmer New Year party, the day before the holiday. That day, we sat at the same lunch table, and he was the one who started talking to me. He also took some food for me, acting as a gentleman, and I also had some alcohol to drink, lol. The party ended in the evening, but since he had to go back to his hometown, he left after lunch. When he left, he also messaged me saying, "Don't drink too much," which was the start of our conversations. After that, we began chatting every day. Our conversations seemed fun and flirty, which made me feel good. He also asked me to hang out with him, like riding boats along the riverside and walking on the street. We also went for walks at the National Stadium, visited the library, went to coffee shops, went shopping, and he stayed with me during my hard times. He also shared his sad stories about work, but his actions seemed to indicate that we were just friends. When I tried to express my feelings, he seemed to take some space from me. Okay, girl, your intuition is right. If you feel it, that's the signal he's sending, okay? I'm glad your radar's still working, because take the signal as it is. However, after a while, he contacted me again. Right now, I'm really confused. It's been about 3 months since we started connecting, and I still feel like there's something more, but it's unclear. 2 weeks ago, I confessed my feelings and told him I wanted to move forward. But he told me not to leave him and said that if we couldn't love each other, we could just be friends or siblings. Please tell him you have siblings at home. I don't need any more siblings. I'm very serious about my feelings, so I continue to stay in this situation. As for his situation, after 3 months, he stopped working at my company due to some problems there. A few days ago, he told me he's not focusing on a relationship right now because his situation is unstable. My questions are, should I continue with this situation? No. Can I move forward? Yes, without him? What do you think about him? He's an ass. Like, some men and women, they really want all of this girlfriend and boyfriend treatment without being in a relationship. That is wild. That is crazy. Okay, and this is exactly what he's doing. He want to do all of this romantic stuff without being in a relationship because he doesn't want to deal with all the breakups, all the commitment, and the ship is already sailed. You already confessed. So it's been done. Okay, it's over. There's no sibling, there's no friends there anymore because your feelings are more than that. So if he rejects it, then good, let's move on. Thank you so much, move on. I'm gonna find somebody else because it's not gonna work out anymore, even though like it's already sour. I would suggest you finding a healthy relationship that is healthy from the start. So I'm gonna suggest you to find someone else who's gonna commit to you, who's gonna love you, and gonna be a relationship that is healthy from the start. Okay, so good luck to you. Wish you all the best. So thank you so much everyone for your stories. I have fun reading it. I feel a little, not a little, but much better right now. At the beginning of the video, I was so stressed. I bet I didn't even smile. But right now I feel a lot better. Thank you so much for the story. And for those who want to submit their story in English, in Khmer, whatever you want, just submit in the link that I provide in the description box. Just click it and read the instructions. And I will be waiting for your story, okay? Any story at all that you want to submit, funny story, sad story, sob story, your problem, or just gossips or ghost story, anything that you want, okay? Just submit down below and I will read in my next video, okay? Thank you so much. Have a good day. Bye.